Imagine sitting down on your couch, grabbing your remote, and turning on a TV that not only knows exactly what you want to watch, but plays console-quality games without breaking a sweat. Apple is quietly working on something behind closed doors. Rumors are flying everywhere. Leaks are spreading across the internet. Everyone is talking about the next-generation Apple TV. People are saying it is coming soon. The expected release date is right around the corner, allegedly dropping sometime this October. It could change your living room setup completely. But there is a huge question we need to answer today. With all these massive rumors floating around, should you wait for this brand new Apple TV to hit the shelves? Or are you better off just buying the current model right now? Today, we're going to dive deep into every single leak. We will look at the new processor. We will talk about the secret camera rumors. We will even discuss the price. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what to do with your hard-earned money. Let us start by looking under the hood. The brain of the Apple TV is its processor. The current Apple TV out right now uses the A15 Bionic chip. This is the exact same chip that Apple used way back in the iPhone 13 lineup. In the fast-moving world of technology that is actually quite old, it is well overdue for a massive upgrade. Top journalists from places like 9 to 5 Mac and Mac Rumors are all saying the same thing. A much more modern, highly powerful chip is coming to the next Apple TV. We might see the A18 chip. We could even see the A19 chip, the one expected to power the iPhone 17 Pro. If Apple goes all out and uses the A19, the performance jump will be absolutely massive. This means everything will load instantly. Scrolling through your favorite movies will feel incredibly smooth. But the biggest change will be in gaming. Apple has been pushing hard to make the Apple TV a real gaming console. A chip like the A19 would bring advanced features like hardware-accelerated ray tracing. Ray tracing makes lighting and shadows in games look like real life. It creates a stunning, high-quality visual experience right on your big screen. It could finally make Apple TV gaming a serious threat to traditional consoles. Now, with a new chip comes a new buzzword: Apple Intelligence. Whether Apple uses the A17 Pro, the A18, or the A19, all of these chips have one thing in common. They are fully built and designed to support Apple Intelligence. This is Apple's new artificial intelligence system. Because the new hardware can handle it, there's a very strong chance we will see Apple Intelligence baked right into the next Apple TV. But let us take a step back and be brutally honest for a second. Having AI on a TV box might not be as amazing as it sounds. We have already seen how Apple Intelligence runs on the newest iPhones, iPads, and Mac computers. The honest truth is that it is just okay. It is fine, but it is not completely mind-blowing yet. It does not drastically change how you use your devices. Unless Apple completely revamps the system for tvOS 19 and gives us a wildly advanced version of Siri, it might not be a game changer. Currently, asking Siri to find a movie is simple enough. We do not need heavy AI just to open Netflix. Luckily, there have not been major leaks proving that AI is the main focus for this release. It might be there in the background, but it will not be the massive selling point that makes you run out and buy one. What will actually make a huge difference in your daily life is the hidden technology inside. We are talking about internet speed and wireless connections. The next Apple TV is heavily rumored to feature highly upgraded internal Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Sources say it will fully support 6 GHz Wi-Fi band speeds. This is possible because Apple is reportedly bringing Wi-Fi 6E to the new box. Now, you might be wondering why they are not using the even newer Wi-Fi 7 standard. That is a great question. Unfortunately, it looks like Wi-Fi 7 is off the table. However, Apple is actually creating a one-off, custom-made connectivity chip specifically for this new Apple TV. Even without Wi-Fi 7, Wi-Fi 6E is a fantastic upgrade. It gives you a wider, faster lane for your internet traffic. This means no more buffering when you're trying to stream a massive 4K movie. It means a perfectly stable connection even if your house is full of other devices using the internet. Along with this, we are expecting an upgrade to Bluetooth 5.3. This is huge for connectivity. Your remote will connect faster and stay connected better. More importantly, If you pair a PlayStation or Xbox controller to your Apple TV for gaming, Bluetooth 5.3 gives you ultra-low latency. Your button presses will happen instantly on screen. According to Bloomberg's highly respected tech analyst Mark Gurman, these Wi-Fi and Bluetooth upgrades are practically locked in. It is a solid, practical enhancement over the older model. Let us shift gears and talk about how this new machine is going to look. If you were hoping for a crazy, new, futuristic design, you might want to lower your expectations. There has been almost zero chatter about a major redesign. Apple seems perfectly happy with the current look. It will most likely keep that exact same classic black box shape that we all know. There's a slight chance it might get a little bit slimmer, but the overall footprint will remain the same. Honestly, this is actually a good thing. The current design is simple and clean. It blends perfectly into any modern living room setup. It disappears into the background, which is exactly what a streaming box should do. It is also small enough that you can easily mount it behind your TV if you want to completely hide all your wires. Even hidden away, it maintains a flawless connection to your remote. Because the design is staying the same, do not expect any wild changes to the back of the device either. The ports will remain exactly what you are used to. You will get your standard power plug, a fast gigabit Ethernet port for hardwiring your internet, and a high-speed HDMI port to connect to your screen. Simple, clean, and effective. Now, let us talk about everyone's favorite topic, the price. This is where things get really interesting. Ming-Chi Kuo is one of the most famous Apple leakers in the entire world. He recently reported that Apple is working incredibly hard to lower the price of this next-generation Apple TV. He claims they want to push the price tag down to the low $100 range. Right now, the current Apple TV sells for roughly $129. Sometimes you can find a slightly better deal at places like Costco, but generally, it sits right around that price point. A price drop sounds amazing, right? A brand new, faster Apple TV for less money. It sounds like the perfect reason to wait. But we have to look at the real world. If you watch the global news lately, you know things are getting complicated. There's a lot of talk about heavy tariffs and rising costs in manufacturing. Taking all of these global economic factors into consideration, a massive price cut seems highly unlikely right now. Apple rarely drops prices on brand new tech, especially when dealing with tough economic conditions. So, while a cheaper Apple TV is a nice dream, it is safer to expect the price to stay exactly where it is today. There is another massive reason people buy the Apple TV, and it has nothing to do with watching movies. The Apple TV is the ultimate smart home hub. It acts as the brain for your entire house. The new model will absolutely continue this trend. Because of the brand new Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.3 chips we talked about earlier, this new box will be the most efficient smart hub Apple has ever made. It will communicate flawlessly with all of your Matter-supported smart home devices. When you tell your TV to dim the living room lights and lock the front door, the response time will be lightning fast. The improved internal tech will ensure your smart home runs without a single glitch. But out of all the rumors floating around, there is one that really stands out. It is actually quite wild. There is a strong rumor suggesting this new Apple TV will have a built-in camera. Yes, a camera looking right at your couch. It is not exactly clear how Apple plans to pull this off. Will the camera be completely integrated into the front of the little black box? Or will it be a separate wired add-on that you clip to the top of your television? Think about how Nintendo used to do the Wii sensor bar. That type of camera add-on could become a reality for Apple. The main reason for this feature is FaceTime. Apple wants you to make video calls directly from your living room. Right now, you can actually already do this on the current Apple TV. You just have to balance your iPhone or iPad near the TV and use its camera. It works, but it's CA and be annoying to set up. Having a dedicated camera would make it effortless. However, we have to ask ourselves if this is actually a massive selling point. How often do you really want to FaceTime on a massive 65-inch screen? When family gathers around the holidays, it is usually much easier to just pass an iPhone around the room. Sometimes people grab a laptop for a group call. A dedicated TV camera feels a bit unnecessary for most normal households. It is a neat trick, but definitely not a feature that demands an immediate upgrade. If you do happen to love doing giant family video calls from your couch, then keep an eye on this rumor. But for the rest of us, it is easy to ignore. So, we have laid all the rumors out on the table. We have the upgraded chip. We have the faster internet. We have the potential camera. And we have the unlikely price drop. This brings us back to the ultimate question. Should you pull the trigger and buy the current Apple TV today? Or should you hold off and wait? Here is the absolute best opinion on the matter. If you do not currently own an Apple TV, or if you're using a terribly slow, outdated smart TV interface, do not wait. Go buy the current Apple TV on the market right now. Based on every single rumor we just discussed, Apple is only planning minor, under-the-hood upgrades. The current Apple TV is a complete beast. It is fast, it is reliable, and it handles 4K streaming perfectly. The new Wi-Fi 6E is nice, but the current Wi-Fi handles 4K video without breaking a sweat anyway. The processor upgrade is cool for gamers, but for standard TV watching, the current A15 chip is more than enough power. That built-in camera is just a rumor, and honestly, not very useful for most people. If you buy the current generation today, you are getting an incredible device that will last you for years. You will not be missing out on any earth-shattering new features. However, if you already have an older Apple TV that works fine, and you happen to be a very patient person, then waiting until October is not a bad idea. If the October deadline hits and they release it, great. If they do not, you still have your current setup. But there is absolutely no reason to stress over missing out on this upcoming model. The upgrades are simply too minor to worry about. The current model is perfectly fine and highly recommended. There you have it. That is everything we currently know about the highly anticipated next-generation Apple TV. We covered the chips, the connections, and the crazy camera rumors. But what do you think? Are these minor upgrades enough to make you wait? What features do you desperately want to see Apple add to the living room? Drop your ultimate Apple TV wish list in the comment section down below. We would love to read your thoughts. If you liked the video and found this breakdown helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel, share this video with a friend who is thinking about upgrading their TV setup, and hit that bell icon so you never miss another tech update. Thank you so much for watching.